I told you, revenge season is upon us. El Clasico was dealt with. Now it's Liverpool. Real Madrid versus Liverpool on Tuesday night at Anfield in the Champions League. What a huge game. Let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like this video too. Share it to all the Madridistas. It doesn't matter where you're from. Come to this channel because I will be posting more match previews, match reviews, instant reactions, and of course any sort of news around Real Madrid. This is the channel for that. But look, I'm back. It's been over a year since I posted the video. I had to come back for this game. I had to come back from this game because this is revenge season. We just dealt with Barcelona last game 2-1, absolutely destroyed Barcelona. Now look, of course, Liverpool coming into this game are in horrendous form. Now they did beat Aston Villa in their previous game. They have 6 losses in 7 games before the Aston Villa win. Look, they have got so many issues, Liverpool. It's absolutely incredible. And I said it before the season started. When I seen the news of Isak coming in, when I seen the news of Wirtz coming in, when I seen the news of Ekitike coming in, I was clapping. I said, please go and sign these guys because what's happening now is exactly the same as Real Madrid last season. Slot is struggling defensively to find the balance. Now, if you look at Liverpool's team, let's talk about Liverpool. They are struggling because they don't have the balance. Now, Gravenberch last season was the main player for Liverpool, and the reason why they've struggled this season is because he's either been injured or he doesn't have enough support around him. Now, Alexis McAllister is struggling too. He looks like he's not fit at all at this moment in time. Now, Isak coming in for all that money, of course, means he has to start. But then Liverpool signed Ekitike before that as well. And of course, Wirtz for £116 million. Now, guys, there is a lack of balance with Liverpool, and the way they get dealt with is transitions. Now, Real Madrid, of course, have the best transition players in the world, arguably, with Mbappe and Vinicius. We'll get on to Real Madrid in a minute, but I just wanted to make sure that people understand of what form Liverpool are actually in. Now, Liverpool, of course, have a Mo Salah who just signed a new contract on 400 grand a week. However, what is the issue with him at the moment is the balance is wrong with him because he does not work off the ball as much. Now, Liverpool cannot afford not to work off the ball because they are playing teams that have better attackers. When you don't work off the ball, you are going to get absolutely destroyed. Now, let's just look at the results on the last couple of games. I mean, they lost to Galatasaray. They lost to Crystal Palace. They lost to Manchester United, the worst Man United team in history, arguably, who finished 15th last season. They got dealt with by them too. And not just that, it's the manner of what they get, how they get dealt with. They have not looked great at all. They don't create that many chances either. The only positive is probably Ekitike, who hasn't looked great, but defensively they look all over the place. Konate is looking the worst he's ever done. You've got Conor Bradley having to come in for Frimpong. I mean, Frimpong, the signing has been absolutely horrible. And of course, you've got the other side, Kirkez, who looks like he doesn't want to be out there when he plays. Again, Andy Robertson has had to come in the last game against Aston Villa. Look, that's Liverpool for now. That's the kind of struggles they have. They have the struggling defensively and for the transition. That is where Real Madrid can hit these guys. But look, let's talk about Real Madrid. I mean, since that debacle of the Atletico Madrid game, the performance, the goals conceded, everything about that game was absolutely horrible. It was just horrible. But if you look at Real Madrid now, they have won every single game since then. And not just that, the performances have been better. Now, of course, Xabi Alonso did struggle in a big game again against Atletico Madrid, which is what has been an issue with him. However, if you look at the games now against Barcelona, he set up Real Madrid absolutely beautiful. Including Camavinga as a right winger in that game was a stroke of genius, and it restored my faith in Xabi Alonso. Now, of course, Xabi Alonso now is top of the table. He's playing unbelievable football, and in Champions League 3 out of 3 as well. Real Madrid are 5 points clear at the top at this moment in time, so everything is going well. Of course, the Vini Jr. situation, what happened against Barcelona, wasn't ideal, but it kind of looked like he got nipped in the bud. I've already given my opinion on it. If you guys want to know, I don't agree with having that reaction on the pitch. He was the best player on the pitch, but you don't react like that. But look, that's all been dealt with, and Real Madrid just won 4-0 against Valencia at home. An absolutely destroyment of a performance from this team. And look, that is exactly how you want Real Madrid to play. From the front four, of course, we have to mention one man. Kylian Mbappe is in an absolute form of his life. He has got 18 goals for Real Madrid this season, and he has really been one of the best players in the world, if not the best. He's been involved with every single attack that Real Madrid have done, and that's exactly what we need to see more of, because against Liverpool, we are going to have chances, and these guys are going to be the best. Now, of course, the other mention is Arda Güler. Arda Güler in his new position has revolutionized Real Madrid's build-up play. Same with Dean Huijsen as well, and Alvaro Carreras, the new signing. So everything is looking fantastic going into this game. And I do think these players are going to have a say because of how Liverpool are set up. Now, of course, Arne Slot could change it, but look, I'm still happy with how Real Madrid are going to go into this game. Now, my predicted lineup is going to be as follows. Thibaut Courtois in goal, of course. Right back, I'm going to go with Fede Valverde. Now, just before we get into the rest of them, of course, there was a kind of doubt about Trent playing this game. Now, of course, as we know, Trent Alexander-Arnold left Liverpool in the famous free transfer to Real Madrid, to the dismay of the Liverpool fans, which is fair enough. I mean, look, they've got their own opinion. However, Trent Alexander-Arnold did not get any minutes against Valencia. He has been deemed fit since El Clasico, but he wasn't ready to come on. So I don't think he's going to have any say from the start anyway. Then I would go with Dean Huijsen and Militao, and of course Alvaro Carreras at left back. Now the midfield is going to be interesting because I do believe Real Madrid are going to have guys who build up well, because Liverpool are going to try to press, but they're not fantastic at it. So I think this is where we can hurt them. But I'm going to go with a midfield of Tchouaméni, Arda Güler, and Eduardo Camavinga, and then I would go with Jude Bellingham, Mbappe and Vinicius. So it should be the exact lineup against Barcelona. I think that will deal with Barcelona absolutely excellent. But look, that's my kind of preview on Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to support? Please do comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. What are your predictions? Will Real Madrid beat Liverpool, or will Liverpool figure it out? My, of course, prediction is a Real Madrid 2-0 win. I think Real Madrid are going to have too much for Liverpool, but they're also going to defend really well. But look, that is my preview. But like I said, do not forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content on here from me. Of course, on this Real Madrid channel, this is what we're about. But peace.